Okay, looking at the quick passing game and what we're trying to accomplish here again. The first thing that we'll put in is the hitch route, and what our quarterback's thinking. So we talked about on the board is our quarterback's thinking about taking the softest coverage to the shortest throw. If everything's equally soft, then he's going to want to work the boundary, which you can see right here. Pre-snap, he's taking a look around. He's seeing out here. Now look at you've got equally soft coverage across the board. So his throw right now should be to the X down here at the bottom, because he's thinking, hey, I'm going to take the shortest throw and work off of the flat defender. So he's already picked which side of the field he's going to work. He knows he's going to work the boundary because we've got equally soft coverage. So now he's just reading the flat defender. If this flat defender had buzzed out underneath the X, he would have thrown the ball to the slot. The flat defender hangs on the slot. You take it out to the outside receiver. It's just an easy way to cheat way to get 5 yards. Again, you look at the protection up front, which we talked about. This is what our slide protection, and we want to cut. We want to run through the guy's midsection. We don't want to just dive at his ankles, dive at his knees. We want to make sure that he gets his hands down. So you can see the left guard here is doing an excellent job. Watch, the left guard does an excellent job of getting the guy's hands down. He's driving through the midsection and trying to get the defender's hands down. Again, we're looking at softest coverage, shortest throw, and we want to make this a catch and throw. We want to get this ball out as quick as possible. Our quarterback needs to find the laces, work his feet, get his hips right, and get that ball out as quick as possible. We talked about the drills that we can do to work that progression for the quarterback and working his hands and his feet at the same time. But we want to try to get that ball out as quick as possible. Get the ball out. Again, get the ball in the grass to an athlete who can make a play. And part of our philosophy of the offense. Now, sometimes when we're playing against guys that are athletic, that can jump around, all that stuff, we may stay high instead of cutting. Okay, you can see here our offensive line and their protection. This is just a true slide or gap protection where they're just sliding the gap down. They're not sliding and cutting. We're just sliding the gap down, trying to stay up, make sure we get a body on a body. Okay, again, we're running hitches here. We're looking at the softest coverage, shortest throw. Quarterback seeing he's going to work the boundary, okay? Now, on the snap of the ball, right, you're going to see that they squat the corner. Now, all of a sudden, and the slot receiver's uncovered. That's why we work inside out. We work inside out. The softest coverage now is on the slot. You can see it right as the ball snapped. We've got the cover down is blitzing, so the softest coverage is now on the slot receiver. That's an easy catch and throw. And again, just like we talked about on the board, is that this is nothing but backyard football. This is just playing catch in the backyard. It's 2 stationary targets. It's an easy catch and throw, pitch and catch, and it's an easy way to cheat to get 5 yards. Okay, here we've got just a flat-out uncovered receiver. They're trying to cheat that linebacker in the box to play the run, and they're trying to play a too high safety look over the top to defend against a pretty good wide receiver out here on the perimeter. So they're leaving the slot uncovered. We've got an uncovered slot. That's the softest coverage. The softest coverage you can have is when you're uncovered. So the slot is uncovered, so he's going to take the softest coverage right now. He's thinking softest coverage, shortest throw. He's going to work it into the boundary and just pitch and catch to the slot receiver. We gain 9 yards. Okay, in this particular one, again, when you have a run game rolling, when you've got your run game rolling, we put a tight end in the game here now, and now they've got their safety down. Okay, they're thinking the zone over here to the tight end side, so they got their safety down. It's a 9-man box. This, again, goes back to our rule of running with the numbers and throwing with the numbers. Right now, we've got to throw the football. They got 9 men in the box. We cannot get a hat on all of them. So we're going to throw the ball. Now, they're playing. You talk about playing soft coverage. They've got 10-yard cushions here, okay? So this is an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback and the wide receiver. We're going to slide protect this and just throw it out there to the perimeter, let the receiver make a play. But there's times in the game where, you want to be able to run the football, but you can't force yourself to run it against the numbers. If they're giving you numbers to throw the ball, you need to be able to throw the ball. And one of the first answers that you have in the in the spread offense as far as the passing game goes is just throwing your quick game, especially when they're playing that soft coverage out there on the perimeters. Okay, you see the same thing here. Again, we're going to get the safety down in the middle of the field. He's going to start cheating down in the box. And the safety doesn't cheat down. They're just playing cover 3. So we've got soft coverage out here on the corners. They're not playing that 9-man front now. They're playing a true 8-man front defense. But we still have got soft coverage out on the perimeter. It's an easy catch and throw. Just pitch it out there, throw a hitch route. Again, you see the quarterback. We want to work our hands and our feet, get our hips around to our target, but while we're also finding the laces and get the ball out as quick as possible. Getting the ball out in the grass. Let an athlete make a play. Here we change our formation again. Now we've got a trips alignment, a pro trip set with a tight end. We're going to slide protect this. We're going to run the back. We're going to P-fake the back across the formation so we get a little bit of a play action fake to hold the linebacker. You can see here, watch how this play action fake holds this linebacker right here. See how it just freezing like hell. He chases the running back across the formation, which even opens up the hitch even that much more. Now we make a guy miss out in the open field and we turn a 5-yard gain into a 15, 18-yard gain because we make one guy miss. Again, that goes back to the philosophy of getting the ball in the grass and letting an athlete make a play. And this is the easiest passing package you have is just throwing a hitch. When you've got soft coverage and you're able to run the football, so the safety's got to play down in the box, the corners have got to soften up. You've got soft coverage, you've got to be able to throw the hitch. One of the principles of spread offense. So now we're going to pack it in there a little bit tighter. Hey, we bring our tight end, our fullback in. That's going to ensure the fact that we know that we're going to get a 9-man front. This is just a way for us to line up and run a hitch. Because we know we got a tight end and fullback in the game. The safeties are going to be down. The corners are going to be playing soft. Again, our quarterback is thinking softest coverage, and so he looks out on the perimeter. If you look at it pre-snap, you can see up top he's got a hard corner up over here. He's got soft coverage to the field, even though they rotate out and stem out post-snap. Pre-snap, he's thinking I'm going to work the field because that's where my softest coverage is, and we always thinking softest coverage, and then it's shortest throw. So we like to work the boundary. We'd rather work the boundary than work the field. But if your soft coverage is to the field, you got to be willing to throw it out to the softest coverage. Same thing here. We know we were going to get when we line up with a tight end and a fullback, the safeties are going to be playing, downhill. We're going to get a cover 4 scheme. That's going to soften the corners up, and it's just an easy way to throw a hitch route against those soft corners. When you can predict based on your formations what type of defensive alignment you're going to get, what type of coverage you're going to get. You get those safeties again. You're able to run the football. That goes back to our philosophy of being physical. We want to run the ball first. But when you're able to run the ball, you're going to get soft coverage on the perimeter, which is going to open up your quick passing game. Here's another different formation. This time, though, we're going to release the tight ends. We're not going to keep them in the protection. We're going to release the tight ends. We're going to have them run hitches also. That's going to hold the flat defenders. See how by releasing the tight ends, it holds those flat defenders in there? Now we get a true one-on-one situation out on the perimeter. We're running a hitch. We're going to make that corner make a tackle in space. The corner misses, and we turn it into a big play and a touchdown. Again, going back to the philosophy of numbers, angles, and how do we get the ball to the grass? We get the ball out in the grass to an athlete in the open field, let him make a play. By releasing the tight ends, we knew we would hold the safeties, we'd hold the flat defenders, and get true one-on-one situation between our wide receiver and their corner. Okay, here's a slant out combination. This is a great example of when you want to run this. You look at the game situation. We're down by 3. It's in overtime, and so this is the ball game's on the line. It's 3rd down and 4. We're actually in double overtime right now, and or just in overtime right now, and it's 3rd down and 4 situation, down by 3. We line up and we get the check from the press box. Again, this goes back to our philosophy on running the no huddle. You'll see this. This is what's impressive when you watch this. Again, this goes back to the execution with precision, is that when we tell our wideouts, our skill position players, when the quarterback looks to the sideline, you look to the sideline. So it's almost like it's synchronized here. You watch the quarterback look to the sideline, all the wide receivers look to the sideline. They're all getting the check from the press box. We liked our matchup down here with our slant out combination. We knew we were in cover 0. They were man no help, okay? We were able to take advantage of that matchup that we liked and score the winning touchdown, a game winner in a big situation in overtime. And again, coming from the press box, you're getting your check. This is a great man beater, slant out combination. You take your best matchup. Our quarterback does a tremendous job here of looking off the safety. Watch the quarterback look off the safety. He looks to the field, freezes the safety, then comes back to the slant, which is the matchup we want all along. So that's a tremendous job there. Here's another slant out combination. And again, on the slant out combination, all you're doing is high-low in the flat defender, okay? This time we've got everybody jumps the slant, and there's nobody on the out route. Okay, it's an easy way to run it. We like to run it off the bubble screen action, okay? So we make it look like the bubble screen. We got the slant route coming in behind it. Everybody jumps the slant. Nobody's on the out route. And again, it goes back to the philosophy of the spread. We want to get the ball in the grass. Get the ball out in the grass where an athlete can make a play. We make a guy miss, and now we turn an 8-yard gain into a touchdown. Getting the check from the sideline. Again, coming from the press box with our tempo, with the no huddle, it all fits together. On this one here, you see we P-fake the running back across the formation. We P-fake him into his protection. That holds the linebacker for a split second. That allows us to get the ball in the open field. So you see how that P-fake that we talked about on the board and the protection, how that P-fake can really affect those linebackers. Now here's a slant out combination out of our trip set. Again, this is a 5-man protection. It's not slot protection, it's man protection now, okay? And what we're wanting out of this, it's like we talked about on the board, is we're in our slant out combination. Our out route is now coming from the backfield. Our slant by number 1, the out's coming from the backfield. This is 5-man protection now, it's not slot protection. So now to the trip side, we know our number 3 receiver is running vertical. He's on the seam route, right? Number 2's on the out. Number 1's on the slant. So we've got the middle route. We got a skinny slant coming in behind him with the out routes to give us our high-low or our in and out read on our flat defender. Now the quarterback makes a tough throw here. He could have made the easy throw and thrown it to the out, but makes a tough throw and kind of threads it in there. This is an example we talked about when you're throwing a slant of letting that guy, squeezing the bird a little bit and letting that receiver find his way into that window. Okay, we kind of squeeze the bird and throw it into that second window, okay? Could have made the easy throw to the out route, which would have been fine also. Now we've got a 4th and 6 situation. It's kind of a 2-minute drill. Game's on the line. Now our quarterback, understanding the route package, we've got our slant out combination with our number 3 receiver running the seam route, running the middle route, and holding those middle defenders. Well, the defense kind of jumps all over the slant out combination and forgets the middle route. That's why we run that middle route in the middle, that little drive route in the middle, is to occupy those middle defenders. And if they vacate, you've got a shot to get a big play. And this is obviously a big play situation being on 4th down. This is man protection now. It's not slide protection. It's man protection up front. And it's still a catch and throw situation with the quarterback. He's going to squeeze it. He sees the middle route come in there because they vacate the middle of the field defending the slant out. Same route here. This time, though, we've got the backside slant. We've got one-on-one out here with the slant. we let the quarterback's going to squeeze the bird and let the slant get into the second window. Let the out route clear the linebacker. You see how the out route affects the linebacker. The out swings out, linebacker vacates. Here comes a slant right in behind him. Great job of timing by the quarterback. Again, slant out combination. This is out of pro trips now with the tight end being a number 3 receiver. He still understands, even though, hey, I'm not in the slot, but he's still number 3. He's got the vertical route. We're running a slant out combination on the front side, and then our running back and wide out are running a slant out on the backside. Quarterback makes a tough throw again. He could have thrown this to the out route and had a walk-in touchdown. We still score a touchdown, but he makes a tough throw. Again, you see this check comes from up in the press box. We're able to see the coverage. We notice that it's man coverage. We like our matchup over here on our slant. And certainly, with the out combination, that's one of our top man route beaters, or man beaters as far as our route packages go. And we like that matchup. Here's the same route package out of a different formation. This time it's slide protection. So we're going to slide protect it. We're going to keep the tight end in. We're going to P-fake the back across to hold this backside defender. We're still going to run the slant out combination. And hopefully with the running back giving a little P-fake, that'll hold the linebacker. He comes off of the P-fake because of the blitz, which we talked about on the board. If we've got any type of P-fake, and he thinks he's going to get edge pressure, he can vacate the fake and pick up the edge pressure. All right, now this is our double slant combination. Again, this is what we like to run this versus 2 safety look. And what we want to look at softest coverage again, shortest throw, so we're going to work the boundary. We want that slot receiver to really flatten that route off now versus 2 high safeties. We want them to flatten the route off to open up the window for the wide out. We want the slot receiver to flatten the route to draw the linebacker in and open the window. On this one, he takes the route a little bit too high and doesn't affect the linebacker as much. Okay, the linebacker almost gets his hand on it. Now you can see on the next clip where the slot receiver really flattens the route and pulls the linebacker down with him. This is what you really want versus this 2 high safety look, is to flatten that route out, flatten the route out, pull the linebacker down, and let the slot receiver or the wide out, I should say, come in right behind the linebacker and get in that second window. Double slants versus cover 2 is a steady check for us. Okay, now the next thing that you've got to be able to complete, again, when you're talking about being able to run the ball, you're going to get some single safety look, you're going to get some one-on-one situations, and when you get press coverage, you've got to be able to stretch the field vertically, and you got to be able to throw the ball down the field vertically. We want to make the defense defend both the width and the depth of the field. That goes back to our general philosophy talking at the beginning of the tape. We want the defense to defend the width and the depth of the field. In order to defend the depth, you got to be able to throw the ball vertically. And one of the best ways to do it when you've got one-on-one situations is just be able to complete a fade route. And we talked about on the board, there's some drill work that you can do as far as giving the quarterback an aiming point and giving the wide out. Having the wide out run his route to give the quarterback some field to throw the ball in there, which we talked about on the board, how we do that with the orange line down the side of the practice field. Okay, we get down here in the red zone. Our timing changed a little bit. Instead of being a quick 3 from under center, we're just taking a 1-step drop. The quarterback's trying to throw the ball, 3 yards inside and 5 yards deep in the end zone. This is a little bit too far inside. We'd like it to be 3 yards inside the inside the sideline and at a 5 yards depth. It's a little bit too far inside, but our wideout's able to make a nice adjustment to the ball here. But this is just an opportunity for a one-on-one situation where you get a guy that's got an athlete can make a play in the open field in a one-on-one situation. You've got to be able to throw the fade versus press man coverage. Same thing here. We're down here in the red zone, and we like our one-on-one matchup up here up top. So we're going to get up under center. We're going to check this play. We're going to get under center. It's a one-man route, fade route down here in the end zone. You've got to be able to take advantage of your matchups. This is a perfectly thrown ball. It's exactly where we want it, about 5-6 yards deep, about 3 yards inside, and let the receiver go up and make a play on the ball in a one-on-one situation. If you like your matchup, we'll take that every time. See, this is just full slide protection. Quarterback does a nice job here under center, taking a one-step drop, getting the ball right over there in that area where we talked about, 3 yards inside the sideline, 5 yards deep. This is a situation here where we've got an uncovered. We've got a guy that's completely uncovered. We're lining up. We're trying to check to it and all. Say, just stand up and throw on the ball. But we check to the fade. We check to the fade and give our guy a chance to make a play. We did it kind of the hard way by checking to it. We should have just lined up and threw it out there. But again, it's an opportunity for a wide out to go out there in a one-on-one situation to make a play in space. There was a lot more space before when he was uncovered, but we kind of did it the hard way and let everybody in the stadium know we were trying to throw it out there once the quarterback started checking to it. But we still get the desired result here. Again, another red zone situation. We got one-on-one. You got to have confidence in your guys to be able to go and make that play. Great throw and catch. This is an easy throw and catch. We're going to press the route in, give ourselves a chance to fade back into the sideline and make the play. If he's just outside release, just like we talked about on the board, if he had just ran outside, that defender would have just pressed him to the sideline, would have given us no space to throw the ball in there. So it was a great job by the wide receiver there.